good, you're here. We're back in the beyond of Haunt This Journal. We're adding the finishing touches on Beelzebubbles today. If you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, I'm going to link them in the... If you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, I will link them in the comments down below, so you can see where all this started. Enough chatter. Tell me about this texture. Starting with clear granular goo. I'm building up the granulars around his eyes and randomly around his body to imply he is growing crystals on his bones. I'm curious if I mix the black in with the granular goo, what that'll do. Let me know what you think it'll do in the comments down below. Moving on to his spine. I gotta make him all crystals. I added some gold mica flakes to give a different kind of shine. Now I'm toning down the shine with some browns and blacks. It's all about balancing the color and texture and making sure the shiny is reasonable. I'm dry brushing the browns and blacks to create hidden shinies. I was hanging all the pieces so they could dry. My studio looked very strange for a few days. Let me know in the comments down below if you think the shine I've created is reasonable. I just love it. It's creating age. It looks aged now. Oh, he's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. Ooh. Oh my goodness. The more layers that you add, I mean, this is going to sound obvious, but the more layers that you add, the more depth that there is. So layer of paint, layer of texture, layer of paint, layer of texture, layer of paint, layer of paint, layer of paint. And it's mostly dry brushing or washes, so you can see the layers underneath it. Gotta balance out the shiny with the antiquing. You understand. Alright, you know how I feel about Mod Podge. I just want to make sure all that texture stays put. I think I was ready to be done with this stage. Good thing we almost are. We're almost there. In this case, the Mod Podge didn't take the color intensity out of it other than the black, which I was expecting because I was doing washes over it anyway. Hair. I have a thought that maybe this is well known and I am just coming to it late, that perhaps glossy will help bring out the color as opposed to matte. I just don't necessarily want my pieces to be glossy. Is that unreasonable? Finally, assemblage. At this point, I hadn't seen all the pieces connected, so I wasn't positive that it would look right. But behold, we did it. I used copper jump rings to attach everything together. Okay, if we can remember all the way back to the prompt that started this whole thing, the third step to the prompt is to bury the bones in a secret place. So let's build a secret grave for Bubbie. Don't worry, he's not gonna stay there. You'll see. I found a cute flower pot that was shaped like a tree stump, and I glued it to a piece of wood. I still want the stump to have roots, so I drilled a bunch of holes in the wood. I used black 2.0 from Culture Hustle as a base. I'm using bronze colored wire to create roots. Meticulously and tediously stringing each wire. It's become increasingly clear that most of my work is difficult to photograph. I don't do that on purpose. Oh, that was a cool transition. What you may or may not be able to see here is me twisting all the little roots into bigger roots. I enjoyed that transition. You know, it looks great. I'm very pleased with how that turned out. Now that all the roots have been added, I created a ground texture with paper paste. I used the paste to fill in the grave and add topsoil over the roots. I lost the painting and gold flaking footage, but I think that's okay because this is already long enough. I touched up the black and then made a discreet headstone that will surely throw everyone off the scent. I used some lovely Micaceous iron oxide. Micaceous, I think I said that right. Iron oxide. To add some gritty texture to the gravestone and secured it to the hollow stump with some more epoxy clay. I dry brushed some green on there for grass and moss. Ooh, you have beautiful eyes. You have beautiful eyes! Now I'm measuring out chain to hang the grave, and I will hang Bubbie from the grave. Nope, I lied. Now I am hanging Bubbie from the grave. Nope, I didn't lie. Securing the chain on camera was actually a big pain in the booty, so I did most of it, at least the balance, well, I did most of it off camera, but I'll show you guys the results. This is kind of what I mean when I say that I make things that are hard to photograph. Oh, look, it's hanging, it's working. Oh, make a little cameo in there as I manhandle Bubbie into submission. Gosh, this really was a pain in the booty. I'm adding chain to the points of his body that I think need support in terms of weight, so that it's overall balanced and nothing will pull apart. What do you think? I can't even begin. I have no idea how long I've been working on this. I know that we had 3 days worth of footage just for the sculpting process. I don't know how long I've been working on this. Months. And I think he came out great. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Alright, closing thoughts on Beelzebubbles. I think this is where he will stay for now. I really hope that the cats don't chew on him. So that might be something to consider. I'm very pleased. I added some beads that had texture to imitate dirt. I don't know if it's successful, but things were thought through somewhat. What have I learned? Well, it seems like Sculpey is a lot stronger than it either used to be or I was using it incorrectly before. I did some testing on snapping it after I'd cooked it, and it is pretty sturdy, so hopefully it will remain so over time. I really enjoy the black 2.0 as a base underneath the interference colors from Golden. I think they're beautiful. I have a thing with texture, but I knew that already. Let me know if you learned anything in the comments down below. Alright, let's move on to the next thing, shall we? I'm starting a new series. I'm hoping to get a video out next week. I am close to being finished with the next one, but it'll be a new series and you guys will have to let me know what you think. Thanks for coming by and thanks for your patience. Thanks for sticking with me on this journey that we've taken. You know, my mom always said, this journey is an adventure and it may take 3 times as long for us to get there, but we will get there. I'll see you next time.